Hi, darlings. Guess who's back? Back again. This is back. Tell a friend. No, I'm kidding. I am who I am. Hi. We have been so sick. So sick. So if I sound scratchy or a little bit nasally, that's because we've been sick for like 2 weeks and my tonsils are still squeezing my throat out. But it doesn't hurt to talk. I just sound muffled. So today we're going to play with the Salem Cosmetics and SminkBeroende. We're going to play with the Forest Heart palette. I have been playing with this palette already. So if you see those dips, that's why. It is so pretty. I've really enjoyed it. But I wanted to do a dedicated video for it because I was like, I'm playing with it anyway. I might as well film it. So today we're going to do 2 looks. So here's the color story. I've really been enjoying it. So far, I think the quality of the mattes it's good. Some of them, like this one, was a little bit hard to build up. But that's the only one that's been a little bit tricky. So happy about that. Let me insert a close-up shot of the palette and some swatches that I filmed last week. Here, and then you can, we'll get to making the looks. Okay, look, there, done. Swatches, good. Now you've seen it up close. That wasn't like direct, like bright sunlight, so, okay. So I think today I want to play with the purples in this palette. I want to do a look with these 2 colors. And this shifty color here, Wings, you can see it's like a purple, but it shifts to pink, so I think that's going to be really pretty. And then maybe some of this shade here for a look. And then I kind of want to do a green look. Because I haven't done just an all green look with this palette yet. So that's what I'm thinking. So tell me, friends, how are you? I think I'm going to go into this color here. How are you? Everyone in my family has been sick. It has been. I'm just using a BK Beauty. This one's like a tapered blending brush. We have been so sick. Oh my gosh. Like, do you see what I mean? Look, it's just so pretty. I'm not using an eye primer. I don't want to. I can't be bothered. I just can't. It's not summertime in Florida yet, so the need for it, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like it's quite there, but we've been so sick. My daughter ended up on antibiotics for a perforated eardrum, and my son is still sick. He's oozing. Poor guy, he's napping. And I ended up sick, and it's just gnarly. I've had a headache that I have not been able to get rid of. Today is day 6, and I'm on like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen right now, left over from when I had my son. So, you do you, but I'm gonna just use them up. They're left over from when I had my son. So I was like, well, guess these are getting some use. But it's been gnarly. It's been gnarly around here. Like, we are not 100%, that's for damn sure. So, okay, so this color is going on nicely in the lid, or like in the crease. I think this is just so pretty. I am going to use this blending brush by BK Beauty just to buff it out a little bit. So I don't want to go like all the way up to my brow bone, but yeah. So this is a collab palette from Salem Cosmetics, which they have NOLA, Salem Cosmetics NOLA on their Instagram account, just FYI. I don't know if there's another Salem Cosmetics, or they just wanted to make sure that people knew they were from Louisiana and not from like Salem, Massachusetts. But yeah, but so far it's been really cute. And if you don't follow SminkBeroende, She's so creative. I'm pretty sure that she's from one of the Slavic countries. But like she's either like Norwegian or where is Angelica? She's from the same country as Angelica Nyqvist. I'm so sorry. My brain is not functioning at 100% capacity right now. But anyway, Sweden. Thank you. It's not even Slavic. So she's from Sweden, and she is so supportive. Like, look, I've never met her in real life, and she has a ton more followers than I do on Instagram, and she still comments on my posts, and she still likes my posts, and she still like takes the time. And I know eventually she won't be able to do that because she's gonna have a huge following. Let's not pretend like she's not gonna be a huge creator, because I think she will, just judging by the looks that she creates. So I'm really happy that she got the opportunity to do a collab palette. Now, Salem Cosmetics is an indie brand, and they're based out of New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. And they got some notoriety when they did their Salem and the Witch palette. I'm going to go into the shade here, and I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to put it on. Actually, let me get a smaller brush. They gained a little bit of notoriety when they did their Salem and the Witch collab. It wasn't a collab, I'm sorry. Their Salem and the Witch palette, which was really cute. The mattes were great. I didn't like the shimmers as much. I thought they were just kind of traditional shimmers. And so they gained a little bit of notoriety from that, release, like a little bit more attention from other creators because of that release. And then now they have this collab palette with Smink, and it is wonderful. The shimmers in this are, I don't want to call them putty-like, but they are kind of like putty shimmers. So if you have deep creases in your eyes or like heavily creased eyes, just be aware you probably want to use an eye primer because they are kind of that putty texture, but so yeah. All right. But this purple is going on nicely. It's one of the few shades I hadn't really like played with in this palette yet. Kind of almost looks like black on the lid. The color's called Amethyst. In the camera, it almost looks black. In real life, like in person, it looks purple. But you know how things are. On the camera, they just don't always cooperate. All right, I'm just darkening that up. I like to go in with the light hand and then build it up. You guys know by now, if you've been here before, to my makeup garden, you've seen me do some stuff, but yeah. So far, it seems to be going on nice. It's pigmented, but it's not like offensive. You know, does that make sense? Like sometimes when you get an eyeshadow and like you put it on your eye, you don't realize how intense it is. And then you're like, oh shit. Like, that's what I mean by offensive, not, you know. I'm just adding a little bit more of that pink, and then I'll soften it up. There's so much beauty drama going on again. Like, I just am grateful for the smaller creators that are out there that are trying to bring back the old school YouTube beauty fun, you know, where people were like doing get ready with me's and they were doing, you know, actual product reviews. If you know, you know. So, okay, NYX glitter primer. I'm just going to put this on, and then we're going to go ahead and tap that shade Enchanting on the lid. Actually, no, let's tap the shade Wings on the lid, and we'll see what happens. It's kind of a sheer shade, but yeah. So I'm really grateful that, like, some of this old school beauty content is making a resurgence. That's why I started doing Get Ready With Me's, because that's, you know, that's what I like to watch. That's what I like to do. Okay, so that glitter primer is on. I might have a little bit too much on, but that's okay. All right. It looks like that purple is, it's not patchy. I did go in with the light hand, but it's not bad. But see how it is? Like, it's got a little bald spot there in my crease. That could be because of the glitter glue, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to go with the shade wings. I'm just going to use my finger to put this on. These are, so if you have the Salem and the Witch, oh my gosh. Bitch. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Bitch. I'm just going to pat that over that corner, actually. Can we just... Me likey. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, we like her. That shade though. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what do I put on? I think I'm just gonna use a little bit of that pink left over on my waterline. Let's keep this look kind of simple. I don't want to do like anything. I don't need to do anything too crazy. I'm just using that same brush that had that pink shade on it, and I'm just bringing it under the eye and just using the leftovers. Every time I see this kind of a like color on the under eye, I automatically think of the Neverending Story. You know, like the no-name princess, and she's like, "What's my name, Bastion?" And she's got like a little bit of like this grayish pink on the underside of her eye. That's what I think of. All right, so let me go ahead and get, oh, I'm making a mess. Let me go ahead and put some lashes on. Let me put some liner on. And actually, yeah, let's do lashes and liner, and then we'll be back. All right, darlings, so I opted not to put a lash on. So I just put some of the Benefit They're Real mascara, and I did curl my lashes. And then I'm also using the MakeupGeek gel eyeliner in black on my tight line. And the color Amethyst Hour and the ColourPop cream gel liners on my waterline. Isn't it pretty? That's just normal sunlight. I don't even have my ring light on. So I have like my hand mirror on, but just in front of the window, it's so pretty. And then in the inner corner, I ended up putting this shifty shade Twilight here. This code actually, this like shade does kind of have like a kind of a gold shift, like pink to gold. I don't know, you can kind of see, has like a little bit of something. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but anyway, yeah, that is look number 1. So let me go ahead and start in on look number 2. So for look number 2, I want to do something in the green family. I'm kind of thinking, because I am going to wear these 2 looks together all day. So, but I really want to use this color. So let me go ahead and take this color here, and let me put that all in my crease. And then I think I'm going to add this color. I don't know. Maybe I'll mix these 2 together. Let's mix these 2 together and see what we get by mixing them. Because I'm really kind of curious how they'll blend like together, you know? What we've been doing is just being sick, lounging around, trying to get better, avoiding things, you know, so let's see. I'm just mixing the shades Morning Dew and Whimsical together. It's an interesting green. That works. We'll see how, I just want it to as like a transition shade. You know, you guys, if you've been here before, you know, I like to kind of start in the crease and then work my way around. But without an eye primer, it almost looks a little bit grungy, but I'm here for that, actually. I like that. So, but yeah, so we are just doing that. I wish I could tell you there were more exciting things happening. But yeah. Okay, that is really cute. And I really like the shade that those 2 mixed together actually made. So we're here for that. We stand that kind of moment. All right, so I think with the same brush, I'm going to use the shade Timberland here, and I'm going to add that to the outer V and to my crease. So, yeah, I haven't played with the greens much in this palette yet. Oh, look at this little swampy queen. Hello, darling. Just keep it low. But I've used this palette, like I said, maybe 6 times now, actually, if I'm thinking about it. And I've loved every look that I've made with it. It's a really interesting mixture of colors. So on Smink's Instagram, she posted swatches of like custom colors that you would get if you mix certain colors together and like what it would look like. And I was like, that is really smart. Because, you know, a lot of people who maybe aren't as, you know, into the makeup scene or, you know, they're not going to think to do that. And I think when you realize that you might have 15 pans here, but your color options are actually more, smart marketing. Well, that green just went on seamlessly. Hello, I'm using a color switch, and I'm just gonna use the same brush, mainly out of laziness. I need to wash my brushes just to buff the edge a little bit, so I don't want to take it down too low. I'm not gonna wear foundation today. I'm not wearing like other face makeup today. I just wanted to do an eye look. So, all right, so I'm gonna tap on some glitter glue, and then we're gonna use the shade Firefly here. And then I might deepen up my outer V. It's gonna depend on what I think it needs, you know. I love that Salem Cosmetics took customer feedback, because a lot of us with the Salem and the Witch palette were like, you know, these shimmers aren't really, you know, they're good, but they're like traditional shimmers, and we want impactful shimmers. And they took that and they ran with that feedback. So I love it when a company can like listen to their base and go, you know, I see what you want, I hear you, let's do it. And then they make it happen. And I think that's what happened here. And I think that's really cool. And then, you know, I don't know what kind of impact Smink had to do with that, because she does some killer eyeshadow looks. So, all right, we're gonna go Firefly, that sparkly green. And let's see. I like to apply shimmers with my fingers, but I want to see how, like, so far when I've used these with a brush, they perform pretty well. So we're just putting that color on. I don't want any fallout if I can help it, because I do have eye cream on, and it can be a little clingy. But yeah, that's applying beautifully with the brush. I'm using this Sigma brush. It came with one of their palettes. I think it was the Untamed palette, which I like the brush more than I love the palette. So okay, look how cute. Oh, I love. We stand a good shimmer moment. Yes, indeed we do. And I think just like before, we're just gonna keep it really simple. We're gonna do that. Honestly, maybe we'll darken up the outer corner a little bit with some of the shade Heartwood here. I think that would be good. It's just like a nice chocolate brown color. So let's see how that goes on. Just so that we have the same level, because I do have to wear this all day. So that just so we have the same level of like smokiness as like the other eye. You know, maybe not as extreme, but oh, this color's so pretty. It's a really pretty chocolatey brown, but when you mix it in with the green, it's almost olive. Okay, and then I'll just, that went on nicely. Browns are funny, you know, like people discount the use of a good brown in a palette, but I do not. All right, so let's spread that sparkle over just a little bit. Just kind of blend that edge. Okay. And I am going to use, oops, do I have something? I totally do. All right, so I do have the remnants, and I'm just going to take the remnants of that brown into the outer corner here, which there's really not much on this brush, so see, just a little bit. And then I will take this brush that I was using before with just a little bit of Timberland and just work that along my bottom lash. We love a good moment. It's really subtle. I actually think I need something a little bit finer. So let's do that, because that brush is just a little bit too fluffy. I feel like I'm getting green all over my under eye, and that's not what I'm after. So, okay, I'm just using this Cleona brush to wrap that green under. I think that's really pretty, but I think we need a little bit of brightness in the under eye. So we are gonna add the shade, I think I wanna go the dusk route here. So let's add a little bit of dusk to the the inner corner there. And then we'll do lashes and liner and all that jazz. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna use my mascara and, you know, eyeliner. Okay, so shade Dusk. This shade Dusk is my jam. This is Gliz Golden Hour. Here we go. See this? Ah, it's so good. We'll just do like a little color moment here on the inner corner. Oh, I have an eye boogie. That is gooey. All right. All right, so let me go ahead and add liner and lashes, and then we'll be back. Darlings, we're back. Everything's done. I used the same Benefit They're Real Magnet mascara, and in the waterline is the shade Wildcat from one of the ColourPop. I don't know which collection it's from, but I really like how these looks came out. Tell me in the comments, are you like team look number 1 or look number 2? Which one do you prefer? But yeah, I love how they came out, and I think they're gonna be okay to wear together all day. So sometimes if you have different color eyeshadows, it's like, oh, you know, they're very different. But I think these are gonna be okay to wear together. We'll see. I mean, worst comes to worst, who gives a shit, you know? I'm not going anywhere except to pick up my daughter, so. But yeah, you can pick up this from their website. I know they had a second pre-order open for it. So I know they had a second pre-order open, and you can use you can use a code with Salem Cosmetics. I don't have one yet, but SminkBeroende has her own code, and I'm pretty sure it's just her name, SminkBeroende. But yeah, check her out on Instagram. I will try to link it below. I'm not great about linking. I've tried, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. I don't know what I do wrong. But anyway, I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to try to produce regular content again, but like I said, we've just been sick, so you do what you can do, and that's all. I hope this video finds you well, and if you like these two looks, if you like, you know, what I do, please subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and yeah, I usually post a couple times a week, or at least I try to, but thanks for being here, and I will catch you on the next one.